This is gonna have to be pretty quick. My train leaves in 40 minutes and I have to leave in like 10 minutes. I thought I would finally talk in this video because I feel like I haven't. As you've probably seen in the last couple of clips, I had a really early morning on Monday for uni and I had a really long day, which I didn't think I would because I only had tutorials, but actually ended up being a long day. I did print some new stuff for the shop, but I haven't gotten to kind of folding it and like signing it off just yet. I also did get some more little stickers printed, which I did cut out, and they're like the little Sonny Angel inspired stickers, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with them yet. I don't think I'll be selling them for like a high price just because the quality is not that good, but I do like the size of them, so I'll probably get them printed from the manufacturer that I get my stickers from maybe next month, because it does take quite a while to process and approve and then deliver. So yeah, I got this cut out yesterday, but I didn't film it because I just didn't feel like it. I had kind of an off day yesterday. I just wasn't really feeling it. I was just doing random bits and also didn't sleep well. I probably had like 3 hours of sleep last night, but today I'm going back into London because I'm meeting some of the girls from my course. We're gonna have just like a chill girls get together, and I'm also planning to visit the London Graphic Centre, I think. I'm going there because they have this traveler's notebook that I want. It has specific pages so that your stickers don't stick to the pages. My stickers right now very messy. I don't really know where anything is. I keep them in like a folder, but I would rather have them in like a notebook. And I've seen this trend going around, and I've seen another creator here on YouTube do this, Catherine Carrez, I think. She does like journaling vlog videos. I love her style, and she uses these traveler's notebooks, so I thought I might give it a go. My budget is £10, so hopefully that will cover it. But yeah, that is my update. I think maybe after I come back from London, so maybe tomorrow when I have more time, I want to sit down and maybe talk a little bit about the book that I've been finishing off, which is Jade City. I think I'm gonna finish it off this week, so maybe I'll do a little review of that. And also want to talk about the kind of scam that I got from Vinted, because I think I got scammed on there recently, but Vinted wouldn't let me report it. It's not necessarily a big scam, but I will get into it more later on. And so yeah, we should probably go.
Tea break. Hello, it's a new day. Honestly, I've been pretty lazy this week. I feel like I could have been doing more, but okay, well, my phone stopped recording like 30 seconds and I've been like talking for like a few minutes now, but let's start again. It's a new day now, and yeah, as I was saying, this week I thought I could have gotten more done, but it is what it is, you know, some weeks you get more done than others. But before I actually get into these two packages, I want to talk about the Vinted scam, because I think that's going to be my title for this video. I'm not sure, but anyways, I think it's a scam, but also not really, and I'll get into it now. But basically, if you watched my last video, I got this bag from Vinted, and this one's really nice. It's like vegan leather and all of that stuff. But before I got that bag, I got a tote bag, like faux leather kind of bag. And I mentioned in the last video that I wanted to get a tote bag, but that is because the tote bag that I had ordered wasn't really coming, so I never thought I'd, you know, get it. But it did come this week. Basically, I got this tote bag from Vinted, and I'll insert a clip here of me opening it. But basically, like a week after I'd ordered it, I still hadn't received the tracking number. And I went back on Vinted and I messaged the seller. I said, if, you know, you forgot, or maybe you're just not sending it, like, I'm gonna process a refund, you know, because it's been like after 7 days, and I think the limit for not sending your parcel on Vinted is 5. So, but after 2 hours of sending out message to the seller, I got a tracking number. They didn't reply to me. I got a tracking number, so I was like, okay, fine, like maybe they just forgot. And fast forward, like a week later, I think actually after 10 days, I hadn't really received anything. It was still in process. So I was like, okay, maybe this is just like a delivery thing and blah blah. I was like, okay, maybe it's lost, whatever. I kind of accepted it. I moved on, and then it kind of showed up. I got an email from Yodel. It was like, oh, collect at parcel shop. So I was like, oh wow, it actually did come. So I go to collect it at the parcel shop, and the person comes out from the back with my parcel with an Amazon bag. And I mean, like, straight up as if I had ordered it from Amazon, which I obviously hadn't. And it gets weirder because I go home and I'm like, okay, I'll give the benefit of the doubt. Maybe the seller is like reusing their packages, because obviously on Vinted, you buy secondhand. It's obviously owned by somebody. They might be reusing packaging that they had, okay? But I go home and I open up this package, and it's literally packaged as if I got it from Amazon. And this is just really disheartening, because like from Vinted, you order in mind that you want to usually either save money, or you just don't want to overconsume with big companies like Amazon. And things like clothing, just anything really small, or yeah, a bag in this case, I just don't want to buy new if it still works from somebody else. Like, you know, kind of trying to be mindful about it. But I just didn't think this was like the case for Vinted, that I would have to kind of scavenge and look if this is like real or not, because the seller had really convincing imagery. It was real. And yes, on my part, they didn't have that many followers, but I thought that was normal because I don't even have many followers and I sell on Vinted. But all of the reviews were like 5 stars, and there were real people answering and things like that. So I was just really confused, and I really thought that, like, what's going on? But I came to the conclusion that this is probably just a reseller. But what's disheartening is that, yeah, I opened the bag and it was just all covered in plastic as if I just ordered it from Amazon. And I was like, what? I don't know why. Like, I didn't think this would happen on Vinted. Like, I was just really confused. It was just really weird. I went back on the tracking to see if I could find anything, but yeah, the person's name on there didn't really match up the shop name, which technically is fine, but I don't know, it smelled really fishy. And like a few days after I'd received it, the item, and everything had processed, I went back onto the person's page because I kind of wanted to report them, I'm not gonna lie. But it ended up that my report got cancelled because this person technically didn't violate anything that Vinted like was there. So I'm assuming they're just like a reseller, but I don't know how they're making their money. I mean, most of the stuff on Vinted is really cheap, right? Like, unless it's designer, and I didn't get a designer bag. And it's just a bit sad because I know that this bag is probably going to fall apart in like 2 months, whereas the small vegan leather bag is going to last me probably for a few years. But let's not jinx anything. Yeah, so I just want to talk about that be careful on Vinted, I guess, as well. If you're buying from there, I didn't think that would happen, but I guess I'll just learn my lesson to just, you know, rummage through and hope that the person is actually real and not a reseller. It was just an experience, I guess. Anyways, so when I went to London, I got this traveler's notebook, and I've seen some people on YouTube who do journaling, like Catherine. I think she got the idea from somebody else on Instagram, maybe she said, but I definitely got it from her. So it's like the sticker release paper, and the only place that I could find is London that sells these, and it's at the London Graphic Centre, and they've got these travelers notebooks. It was like £7 or something, but I thought it was worth it because literally I have this folder of stickers and it's just not really, it's like falling apart a little bit. I've had it for like so long, so I thought this would be perfect. I don't know why no one's thought about it before, to be honest. It's such a good idea. Oh, it looks so nice. Yeah, lovely. And speaking of packages that hadn't arrived, I got these nail stickers, and again, you might be wondering, if you watched my last video, I just got nail stickers recently, these ones, but I actually, before I got these, I got these ones like probably 5 or 6 weeks ago, and they just turned up now. So let's open them. Ooh, oh my gosh, they're so cute. I think it's not actually the fault of the seller, because I got these on Etsy as well. I don't think it's the fault of the seller that these took so long. I think they were just coming from China most likely, or some Asian country. So I think it was actually just the post, to be honest. And I got standard delivery, so maybe it kind of makes sense that they took a while to come. But they're so pretty, and they're like holographic. Oh my god, I did not know that. They're these like little koi fish, and you might be able to see, I don't know if my phone's gonna pick it up. Oh, they are holographic, but they are so stunning. I can't wait to use these. I think they're really summery. I don't know why I got them ages ago. These are so summery. But yeah, the shop name is called Hello Claws. So nice. I'd love to make nail stickers of my own, honestly, but I have no idea how people make them. Maybe it's a manufacturer. Maybe they get them from like a manufacturing place. Who knows? But yeah, okay. That was the nail stickers and traveler's notebook unboxing, and I think I'm gonna organize this now. Okay, when was the last time I spoke? Not that long ago. Please excuse the background. I haven't really had time to clean up, or rather I just didn't want to be honest. Anyways, I wanted to do a little book chat because if I'm being honest, I don't have any friends that read the books that I read. I really wish they were book readers, but they don't. Some of my friends read contemporary books or like self-help books and things like that, and I'm just more of I just read for pleasure. I like to read mostly fantasy, or I think my favorite is probably supernatural or romance, to be honest. I wanted to have a bit of a book chat with the current book that I'm reading, which I'm actually almost done. I have like I think 1 or 2 chapters left. A lot of my friends don't read books, so I don't really have anyone to talk to about them, and I'm trying to get my partner to read more books, but not really into it at the moment. But I do think that you just have to find the right book, you know. And I was actually talking to some people in my life recently about filming yourself and like posting on YouTube because they've been watching, and honestly it just cringes me out a lot. Like it cringed me out so much when people tell me in real life that they've watched my videos. I don't know, I'm still not really used to it, and it might seem like I'm giving off this like confident vibe or something. Like even in real life, like people tell me that I seem confident when I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm not bubbly. With the right kind of crowd, I am definitely more outgoing, but on a day-to-day basis, I'm really not. I'm more of a homebody. I don't really talk to strangers. I like to keep to myself, I would say, but you know, this is still really new, and editing myself, I get secondhand embarrassment all the time. It's hard. I don't know how, you know, I never really knew how people do it. And the funny thing is that I wanted to do this since I was like 13, and I'm 22 now, but I'm kind of glad that I waited to do this instead of doing it way younger. I feel like, you know, maybe I would be somewhere else today if I started younger, or maybe I wouldn't have, and maybe I would have hated it and never went back to it. So, but I'm really enjoying it, and I just want to keep going and see how it goes. And at the end of the day, this is just for myself, honestly. Right, going back to the book, so I've been reading Jade City. I'll put it on the screen. So I'm not gonna read the blurb just because I'm not good at like reading out loud. So if you want to know what the book is about, here it is. But my review is gonna be spoiler free, so don't worry. But basically, I was considering making a Goodreads, because I do read a significant amount, I would say, each year, but not enough to kind of make book content or say my opinion. I also don't think anyone cares about my opinion about books, to be honest. Like, maybe I should start with this one. So I started reading this about a month ago. When a book takes me that long to read, it's usually because I don't really like it. Now, I don't want my opinion to skew anybody else's if they were going to read this book, because I don't think it's fair. I think this is just a specific type of fantasy that maybe it's just not for me. I really enjoyed the story. The story is very well written. I think it's a really good book. It deserves 5 stars in my opinion. And I think this is a trilogy, so this is a series, right? I'm not very good at reading series, to be honest. I never finished them. I don't know. I've been reading the Raven book cycle for like maybe 8 years now, and I haven't finished it. I haven't gone past like the 2nd book, and I love those books. They're so great. Even the Twilight series is taking me also probably like, I don't know, a good 5, maybe actually no, a good 7 or 8 years now, and I have like maybe 10 chapters left of the last book to finish, but I still haven't. I don't know, maybe I just get too emotionally attached and I just don't want to finish it. I don't want to finish the story, you know. But anyways, this book is basically about family, and there's a lot to do with, I guess, would you say like gang members? I'm not sure. But yeah, there's this Jade, everybody wants it, da da da, family fighting, war, and it has a little bit of everything, which I love. It's great. I really like Shay, I think her name is, her character, Shay. I really like her, but again, my review might not be the best because I feel like I need to reread this book if I were to read the other series. I feel like the audio was just not hitting. Half of the time I felt like
I was zoning out when the reader was reading it, and again, maybe it's just the voice that just didn't click with me, but the book itself and the story really did engage me, to be fair. Like, the beginning was a little bit slow. I mean, there was a lot of action. There is a lot of action throughout this book, like a lot of explaining, a lot of things happening, a lot of POVs, and I really enjoyed that. But the beginning, I was a bit unsure, kept going, and I'm glad that I did, because I do really like the middle of the book. But then the ending now is again a little bit declining for me. I think I just need to reread it physically to give 100% review on this. Again, maybe this is just not a genre for me. You know, I like a little bit of like romance. I don't know, that's my guilty pleasure. It's just reading a bit of romance, reading a bit of silly, goofy kind of stuff. So maybe this was just too serious for me, but the story is really well written, so I would give it a 5 stars. But right now it's a 4.5 or like a 4.3 for me, maybe a 4 even. But the reason why I won't link I don't want to link my Goodreads. I don't want to put it on Goodreads because I feel like I haven't touched Goodreads since I was like 14, and I feel like that account probably has books that I probably find really cringe and I wouldn't read right now. It's been a while, so I feel like my 14-year-old self is stuck there in the Goodreads account, probably with massive amounts of books that I haven't read. So that was my opinion on Jade City. Honestly though, the world building in this book, if you like that, so good. 10 out of 10, so good. I'm not sure what to read next. This book has given me a little bit of a reading slump, to be fair, and I don't have Audible. I use Spotify because I already pay for it for my podcast and music, and now apparently I can read books on it. So I read it on there, but I only have 10 hours a month, which kind of sucks from them, but I kind of get it. But you have to like pay for the extra. So I've managed to finish this book. I just feel guilty sometimes when I just sit down and read a book. I feel like I need to be doing something more productive with my time. I feel like I take reading too much as a leisurely hobby, to be like, oh, let me just sit down and read for like 5 hours. Because also, if a book is really good, I won't have the restraint to put it down. I have to like just continue. Everything else gets put down on the back burner, so I need to be careful with that. But audiobooks is a really good alternative, but I'm just not gonna pay for another subscription for Audible or Amazon Books, whatever it is, because yeah, I just pay for a lot of other stuff, so I'm not gonna pay for that. And I do really like having physical books with me, you know. I did try some free credits from Audible. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like because I'm such a mood reader, I wouldn't use it every month. Some months I don't feel like reading or even listening to books, so it'd be kind of a waste of money if I got Audible, like subscription wise. I know maybe you can buy credits, which you can use whenever, but I don't really know how it works. I don't know, I just like physical books, and when I do have time I do like to read. I've been reading since I was a kid and I've always loved it. It's just that now when I've grown up, for some reason I can't really put it down if a book is too good, and then I end up not doing what I'm supposed to do with work, uni and all of that stuff. So